And then lastly, an initiative that USA Rugby, I'm sorry, that World Rugby put together for Earth Day, known as Rugby for Nature. All right, and if you know, Earth Day was Monday, I believe. So I can date this correctly, Monday the 22nd. And it's a chance to be able to celebrate the Earth and be able to work on building up, what do we call it? More eco-friendly behaviors. The World Rugby wanted to jump in on this, as most companies do, and they put their initiative to be able to show how to be able to be more biodiverse and still be able to do rugby. And they created basically a explanation on how rugby can be used to raise awareness. They have a little poster that they created to help do the nature squad for everybody. So all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it, show you guys this. It's uh, unique to say the least, but it's not bad. I think it's, like I said, I'm always here for the good ideas that are being presented out for this. All right. So, all right, there. So one of the things that they said is joining the Rugby for Nature squad. All right. So regardless of wherever it is you pitch, there's a framework, and they made a 10-point game plan for rugby and nature. All right. So phase one, they call it the try. All right. Get over the goal line, 5 actions that everyone can drive for to get their first 5 points on the board and set up for success. Number 1 is build your nature squad. Number 2, understand your starting position. Number 3, draft and share your game plan. Number 4, be mindful of nature on and off the field of play. And number 5, give nature a home. One thing I always like when it comes to this, reminds me, is because with my team Curitiba Rugby Club, we always have these birds that have nests all over the place. And it always interests me because we always have to we have to make sure that we are avoiding to hit them, because they're kind of just in spots that are not convenient around the field, but like it's their home. Like, it's their home. So you watch a way to be able to get around it. So this reminds me of giving be mindful of nature on and off the pitch. Number 2, phase 2 for them is the conversion. With the first 5 points on the board, it's time to aim for the post and extend your lead with extra 2 points from 2 actions focusing on food and sourcing. Make healthy food choices for mind, body, and nature. Number 6, which is make healthy food choices. And number 7, get suppliers and partners on side, which is, okay, nice. It's a nice little nature phase for this. Phase 3, and I believe is the final phase of this, is the drop goal. Maximum effort, but with 3 final points for grabs. Knock it over the bar and out the park to make 10-point game and secure the win for nature. Number 8, make some noise to rally the crowd. I don't know if nature actually cares for that. I think noise pollution is still a problem. Number 9, lift the trophy together. And number 10, raise the bar. Okay, so if you want to be able to understand that. And then they have one last initiative on here, I believe. One last initiative on here, which is 5 R's to support Rugby for Nature. All right. And the 5 R's are: refrain from doing any harm to nature, recognize your impact and scope of influence, reduce waste, especially plastics and consumption that can negatively impact nature, restore spaces, places for nature, and including habitats for plants and wildlife to thrive and survive. And finally, report and share your ambition, objectives, activities, successes, and challenges. So World Rugby wants you to know that you guys can be part of the nature procedural to make sure that you are able to keep nature well utilizing rugby. What can I say to that? I love it. Gotta love a good mission grab. And hey, for those who don't know, yeah, absolutely, definitely check it out. And you can go to apparently for more information, www.world.rugby/sustainability. And to learn how your organization can become a signatory and support action for nature. Let me put this right back up again. You absolutely can go to email supportsfornature at iucn.org, or find them on Instagram at Sports for Nature, or Twitter or X at Sports for Nature, and LinkedIn Sports for Nature. That's on LinkedIn. It's the number 4 sports, number 4 nature, and X sports, number 4 nature. So if your club wants to be a part of it, yo, jump in, man. That's good. Let's get into nature hike and get it done, and really, find ways to change the world in the best way possible. I'm a big believer. I'm my ecological self. So,
don't you love a great ketogenic family? My name is Gifte Belu. I'm here with Health Enhanced Food. I wanted to talk to you about one of our top baking mixes, and that is our ketogenic baking mixes. We got our ketogenic seed baking mix, our ketogenic almond baking mix, and of course, our ketogenic coconut baking mix. Now, what is so important about it being ketogenic? Now, for those who don't know, ketogenic means that it is utilizing low carbs to be able to eat from. The point of it is so that your body will naturally activate burning from your fat and be able to sustain off your proteins, rather than feeding your body carbohydrates and your body simply burning that and you just don't lose weight. And so whenever you're doing that process, it's incredibly difficult. And of course, you're always going to have a craving for wanting to eat the breads and the carbs that you typically would have. With our keto baking mixes, you can have the pancakes, the waffles, the cookies, the cakes, the pizza crust that you absolutely desire without sacrificing the work, your diet, and obviously the results that you are trying to get. All our ketogenic baking mixes are gluten-free, grain-free, plant-based, and absolutely loaded with natural vitamins and minerals. We want to make sure that they are low net carb, they have no added sugar, they are protein rich, they have good healthy fats, but even more importantly, they have a low glycemic level. So for those who are diabetic and you're also still trying to find something, we have the baking mixes that are for you. And I'm sure you're wondering, why make 3 versions of them if they all are basically doing the same thing? Well, we wanted to make sure, as always, that we are trying to specialize to your dietary need. So with our ketogenic coconut, we wanted to give you a version that allows you to have a sweeter bread without sacrificing your diet. But it provides you things that you can make with your cakes, you can make your cookies, but you can be able to not have to lose your mind trying to find things that can satiate the taste without ruining your diet. With our ketogenic almond baking mix, that is one that has probably the highest protein content. It allows you to be able to control your blood sugar levels, reduce your blood pressure, lower cholesterol levels, and of course, it goes to promoting weight loss and being able to control the hunger. And for our ketogenic seed, this is for those who have a nut allergy and they can't take anything like the almonds. So we want to give them still the same thing. You can still make your bread. You can still make your pizza crust. You can still make your cakes and your buns and your muffins, but you don't have to worry about having an allergic reaction. You definitely can go check out the ketogenic line of products at healthenhancedfoods.com. Go ahead, keep up with your diet, get the foods that are necessary to keep you going, and let's get the results that you absolutely deserve. Let's go.